Welcome back, guys. So this time around I have my CorelDRAW opened. We want to try and create a square flyer. I have a square flyer. We're going to try and create something similar, or we're going to extract and see how it is being made. So right now all I have to do is I have my CorelDRAW opened already, and I'll create our first document. So since we are creating a square flyer, it's going to have the same weight, height, and we're going to have that set, like we're going to have that preset so that we can have the flyer design. The example of flyer we want to design is somewhere here, so I'm going to design this particular flyer. Let me look for it right here. I'm going to download something like this, and we're going to come to CorelDRAW to create our first preset. So I'm going to create a new document from the file menu. Then I'll create a new document. I'll name it square flyer, something like that. Then I'll create this. Then you'll be able to replicate it yourself. By the time I'm done, you should be able to replicate this particular flyer yourself. I should be able to replicate any other flyer. So I'm just going to choose a square. I'm going to write a square flyer. Okay, then I have 8 inches, so we're going to just leave it at that and okay that. Then we have the square canvas right here. So we have the square canvas. When you double click your rectangle tool, it's going to give it a layer, and that's our first layer. So we're going to bring in the flyer we want to replicate, something like we want to design. So you can take ideas from these. That's what I was telling you about ideas. You can download any of the flyers you've seen from your inspiration and take ideas from it to design yours. You can change colors, you can change layouts, but you can design something similar with it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this to design our very flyer I want to design right now. So what I'm going to do is to pick this color. I'm going to pick this background color, though this is a background image, not a background color. Let me see if I can see an image we can use. So I'm going to come to documents, and let me come to graphics, and I don't know if there's a, let me come to background. Then I have a background here. Let me use this background. I'll bring this background to our CorelDRAW. I drag this in, and yeah, we are going to use power clip to make it a background effect. So I'll use power clip to place it inside this layer. Then I'm going to edit the content, and I'm going to bring this in, then make it bigger to cover the layer. Then I'm going to finish editing object right here. Then we have this background layer. I'm going to remove the outline. If you want to remove the outline, just click on this and double click it. So you are going to double click it, and it's going to remove the outline. So I have something like this, and I want to design something like this. The first thing I notice is let's say I have a particular logo I want to work on. So I can come to my downloads and use one of the logo I have right here, then bring it to CorelDRAW. Then I'm going to put this here. This will be our logo for this, and you can create something like this. If you want to create something like this, just draw a rectangle, and we're going to give it a black color. You can pick it, you can use your color eyedropper to pick this, and we're going to have this curved out. So you're going to use your shape tool to curve this place out. You can select a particular part you want to curve out. You can select this place and shift select this place as well. So I've selected the two places. I'm going to curve it all in. I'm going to curve it something like this. Then I have something like this. Then we can have alpha links here. So we can have alpha links. I'll control A to have it all highlighted, and I'm going to choose a font, a suitable font. I'll choose Arab black, and I'll give it a white color. Then I'll come here and increase this. I'll come here, I'll bring this to the center, and I'll increase this in the center. So we have something like this, alpha links, and want to create something like this. So to create something like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a rectangle. I'm going to create a rectangle, and we have this. Then I'm going to rotate. I'm going to double click this to rotate. So I'll rotate to an angle like this. Having to rotate it, I'm going to give it an outline. I'm going to give it an outline of like 16. Then I'm going to give the outline a green color as it was here. So I'm going to give this outline So I have a green color right here. Then we can say something like this. Then we need to put an image in. We need to put an image in here. Then we're going to create a rectangle again. We're going to create a rectangle again, and we're going to have something like this coming in. Then we're going to give it a color dropper of this. I'm going to drop the color. Then I'm going to take this beneath. I'm going to layer it. I'm going to use shift page down to take it down. I'm going to use this. I'm going to bring this to the front. So I'm going to use shift page up. I'm going to use shift page up to bring that up. So I brought this up, then this will be down. So we're going to have this down. We're going to have this reduce a bit so we can have something more decent like it is here. So we have this, and I'm going to have other details right here. So we are just creating the layout first, and I have another layout right here. I have this, and I'm going to just curve the edge with the shape tool. I'm going to curve the foredge a bit. Then I have something like this. Then I have an outline. We're going to give it an outline of like 8. Then we have an outline. Then we're going to give it an outline color of this. We're going to have this as the outline color, and yeah, we're going to have this duplicated. So we have D, and I use Ctrl D to duplicate that. Then I have something like this. Then I'm going to highlight both. Then I'm going to make it smaller to make a whole lot of sense. So I'm going to bring it somewhere here. So we have these, and I'm going to create the down layer of these. Then I'm going to create something like this, and we're going to give it an outline color of this. So we're going to do this, and we're going to use this to remove the outline. We're going to double click this to remove the outline. So I remove the outline idea, and we have all our layout set up. We have this layout, we have this layout. You can use icon. I'll show you how to download icon, and you bring icons in. Then you can have all these right here. So we have all these layouts set up, and all you have to do is to bring an image here. So what I'm going to do is to look for an image. I'm going to come to documents. I'm going to come to a soft solution lab. I'm going to pick an image right here. So I love one of these images. I can pick this particular image and bring it in. So I'm going to bring this particular image in. Then I'm going to make it smaller. I'm going to change this to like to page. Then we'll make this smaller. From the edge. So I'll make it smaller from the edge and bring it closer here. Then I'm going to take this to page again. I'm going to bring it to page. Then I'm going to power clip this in. So I'm going to use effect and power clip. I'll place it inside this container, and we're going to have this edited. Then we're going to have something like this fit into this place. We're going to make it look so cool enough. So we're going to have something like this, and yeah, I'm going to finish editing objects. So we have something like this, and you can put in your text wherever you want it. This is just like this. It doesn't have a lot of details, and we'll just leave it like that. And I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.